guys, welcome back to Live, Love, Life, and Travel. This is your girl Shamika, and this is part 2 of the top 10 places, 10 countries in the world that is digital nomad friendly and that is budget friendly. So stay tuned. If you're new here, welcome. Just to let you know, I do usually upload on the daily, and I upload all my travel videos every Monday through Thursday, and all my free talk videos throughout the weekend and sometimes the other days. So if you're interested, please hit that subscribe button. So I now have been gone for a few days. I haven't uploaded in a couple of days, and that's because I was doing a border run to Laos, and I do want to talk about that. It was kind of crazy, exciting, stressful, but I'm not going to talk about that today because I kind of need to decompress from that whole trip. And I had video of it for you, but something's wrong with my phone, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to produce that footage, but I will talk about it. I learned some lessons, I had some great experiences, but I said it also was kind of stressful, but I'll talk about that later. But I'm back, and today I wanted to just continue my top 10 list because I did say I would do a part 2, and I think this is just going to be part 2, and I'm going to end this series. But I have a reputation of not finishing series. When I say I'm going to start a series or something, I don't finish it, so I wanted to finish it. So let's get started. This is going to be a really quick top 10. Number 1, and this is no particular order. So number 1 is Portugal. Portugal is definitely a place that I'm thinking about going to. I will be going to, for sure. I've been seeing a lot of videos recently going to Portugal, and I actually know a couple of YouTubers are going to be going there. One YouTuber is going to go there and completely go off-grid. He's opening an animal sanctuary. It's going to be solar powered and permaculture farming, and he's just asking people to come down to volunteer whenever they're through or in town. So I definitely will be doing that. Put that on my list of things to do. So the next one is Budapest, and I just love the way that sounds, Budapest. And Budapest is, I think, in Eastern Europe, and I've again started recently hearing people sort of buzzing about Budapest. I met a couple that spent a year over in Budapest, and they really loved it. And the thing is, when you travel, you realize there's all these other places that you actually want to go. You start your travel with your list of places that you must see, but then by the end of your travels, you have a whole nother list of places you want to go travel or visit because you've met people who either visited there or who live there. And so Budapest is definitely one of those places, and Portugal is definitely one of those places that through my travels I heard about, and I'm like, I want to check that place out. And so Budapest is one, and a lot of Eastern Europe countries are actually a little cheaper than London or places you hear about that. So a lot of people have the assumption that Europe as a whole is really expensive, but there are budget friendly places that you can travel to or you can live overseas in, and also teach English. That's an option. So the next one is Costa Rica. Costa Rica, sun and island and beach. A lot of people move to Costa Rica who really love surfing, live on the beach and go surfing every morning. And then Romania. Romania is another one that I found that I want to go travel there by just meeting other travelers, and also by meeting people who lived in Romania. And I just saw a video from Minority Nomad. And he did a video about Romania, and then I messaged him and he was like, yeah, it's a really chill place. And so Romania, and it's funny because I would have never thought Romania would be a place that I would want to visit, but everyone only has so many great things to say about that place, that the people are really friendly and open and nice. And for some reason, the one woman, the Romanian woman that I do know, my friend, she was like, the food they give you so these huge portions for such a little bit of price, a little small price. And so Romania is definitely one that I want to check out. And the next one is Guatemala. Guatemala, I believe it's in South America. Correct me on any of this if I'm wrong, by the way. So Guatemala, my sister actually visited there, and she said it was really nice, beautiful scenery, beautiful people, really friendly. And I think it just sometimes depends on what part of Guatemala that you're living in when it comes to maybe the safety value and the Wi-Fi that you might get. And so the next one is Morocco. I want to visit Morocco very badly. I met a couple who did a travel trip through Morocco, and they were saying there's these I don't know, call them like the desert people or something. They have like really dark skin and blue eyes, and so that sounded really nice. And I would love to stay at like one of those oases, like it's like a beautiful like island but in the middle of the desert. Awesome. So Morocco is one I definitely want to go. And then South Korea. South Korea, my sister teaches English in South Korea right now, and she loves it. And she was only going to be there for a year, but I think she extended her contract, which most teachers do end up extending their contracts in South Korea. She lives a little bit out of Seoul, but not right in Seoul. Of course, Seoul, Korea is the major city, and it's going to be more expensive if you live in Seoul, but you can live outside of Seoul, which is cheaper. And she's been teaching there, like I said, a little over a year, and she's paid off all her student debt. So she had enough to pay her rent, her food, have a nice life. She goes out with friends, she has friends, she goes out for drinks and dinner, and then she still had enough money to save to pay off all her student debt and all her credit card debt. So she's definitely good for that. She's way more responsible than I am. I probably would have just spent that on more traveling instead. Fuck my student debt, which I do have some, not a lot, but some. So South Korea, it seems like a really nice, and from South Korea they can get to a lot of other little islands around there. So there you go. It does get really cold, which for some reason I thought that was surprising. I don't know why. I guess because like I'm in Thailand, and for some reason I thought like, oh, Asia's all the same. But no, it gets really cold there, but still it's a really cool place to live. And then number 10, my last one, is Africa. When I was searching for Africa, it was hard to get a full consistency of what the price range was, and I couldn't even figure out, like I couldn't even find the price range for a lot of parts of Africa. So the parts of Africa that I'm going to be talking about is mostly South Africa or surrounding areas of South Africa, and then I'm going to name off some of the main places. So the places that I could find was Senegal, Algeria, Cape Town, Kenya, Ivory Coast, Madagascar, Mozambique, Nubia, and Johannesburg. Yeah. So yeah, that's the places I could find. I personally really want to go to Ghana. I couldn't find a price range for Ghana, but I'm hopefully maybe around the same price range. And so I know a lot of people want to go to Africa and also think maybe it's really expensive to go there. There are parts of Africa that is really expensive to just travel around or to just live overseas, but these are from $1,000 to $3,000 US a month. That's what I found in my research anyway on Nomad list. So yes, Africa. That's definitely on my bucket list things to do, along with like skydiving, bungee jumping, swimming with whale sharks, and a bunch of other stuff. Going to Africa is definitely on my bucket list of things to do. I know there's a couple of girls that actually moved overseas, and they have YouTube channels, and I can't figure out what their names are right now, but there are a couple of YouTubers who actually did move over to Africa, and then you have a daily vlog. So that was my top 10, and then I was just going to do an extra bonus, like my other top 10. I did 2 bonuses, is Japan. And I wanted to do Japan because Japan still has a reputation of being very expensive, and people may shy away from going to Japan, and there actually are cheaper parts of Japan. People just think Tokyo when they think Japan, and Tokyo is really expensive. It's like London, it's really expensive. But I wanted to do the three cheapest places in Japan. If you wanted to visit Japan, you can go to these places and maybe travel for a little bit longer. And I can't pronounce 2 of them, so I'm just gonna put them on the screen. And one is Osaka, and then that's $16,000 a month. And then the other one is Sendai, yeah, that's $14,900 a month. And then the other one is Hamam-Sutsu. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. I'll put it on the screen, and that's actually $600 US a month. In all these places, you can be a digital nomad. They do have good Wi-Fi, and what was I gonna say? And yeah, if anybody want to go and check out these themselves, I do get the ones I don't have that much experience in or know anybody who's kind of been back and forth. I do get a lot of my price ranges from Nomad List. So if you go on Nomad List, every single place like that is inexpensive and that you can live there as a digital nomad. Not only do they list the price, but they also list the Wi-Fi range. So if it's like, you know, I don't really know how to I don't know how to say it, computer code, but it's like, you know, 32 mph or whatever like that. They tell you how strong the Wi-Fi is. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link below for Nomad List. And that's it. That is my top 10. And yeah, if anybody wants any further research on any of these countries, just let me know in the comment section below, and let me know what you think of my top 10, or even on this one or my first top 10. Let me know what you think, if you agree with me or if you disagree with me, if you've been to any of these countries, and you can give us some insight on how your travels were, how your experiences were, and how much your budget was when you went to that particular country. So yeah, comment in the comment section below, and like this video if you want to like it, share this video if you want to share it. It really helps, guys. And if you want to continue to follow me on this beautiful game called life, please subscribe, and thank you for live, love, life, and travel.